It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got Bobby Okereke, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Colts and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They're going to look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned the little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw as well.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. Shaq Thompson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as a quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set. At the 20. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Corral. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2...
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, he finds Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field. Send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 3rd.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. From the 25 on second down, Corral. Now pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Corral's throw complete there to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge is a successful one. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Matt Corral in this offense back to the field now. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Corral and Moore there, good for a Carolina 1st.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. On third down, Corral. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They run with Hines. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, McCaffrey.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball net because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneaks a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, they're usually touchdown. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns. And the Panthers will add on to their lead of the third.
Game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Okay, ready?
Second and 1. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Corral's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to pull his way in for a Panther score.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Panthers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored, now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
From the 6, and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense, but frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.